before I get into the positives of this game and how great this result was and all the individual performances that I want to rate and some criticize, I need you guys to help me understand something. How a small club like Leicester City and their fans are singing almost right after halftime, are singing second again, ole ole to Arsenal. You're fighting relegation. And you're singing second again to a team who's second and chasing the title for the third season in a row. Maybe it's because I didn't grow up in England. Maybe it's because I didn't grow up supporting any team that is like, that has no expectations of them. I just don't understand it. I mean, I understand banter, but I don't maybe this is the only banter that they can actually give to any big team fans. So let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this game. Please like the video as well. And if you're new here, please subscribe. Now, onto the game. Let's not even sugarcoat anything here. The first half was torture. And that's what happens when you don't have Havertz. I'm going to give him some credit. I know I've seen a lot of comment about people talking about how Havertz might not have scored those goals that Merino scored. Brilliant finishes. I'm not going to lie. When last did you see a striker finish every single opportunity they got? Merino had 2 opportunities today and scored both of them. 100% finishing record. Insane. I haven't seen it in a while. I understand that. But people are not talking about the vast majority of the game. How we missed Havertz so much. Maybe I'm being ultra positive here. But for all those who've criticized Havertz for so long, I hope in that first, 75 minutes, you had a glimpse of what he actually gives to this team. Going forward and defensively, it almost seemed like there was no link, there was no connection, but up stepped the young man. The young man who is playing well above his age. He's playing like a seasoned veteran. Ethan Nwaneri. Goodness, when the hype came out, when they brought him in for that cameo appearance when he was 16 something to break the record of the youngest ever player to be fielded in a Premier League game. Remember what was going on Twitter, and a lot of the pundits were saying that it was just for show. Arteta doesn't believe in him. He just wanted to make a statement. No. He saw something in that young man and wanted to make sure that his name is etched in history forever before we even go ahead to see him perform in this league at the highest level. It is insane how good this young man is, and I'm glad everybody can see what Mikel Arteta and the coaching staff, even Arteta, did well to commend every single coach that had coached this young man from under U7s or U8s up onto the first team, because they are the ones who gave him an opportunity, who kept giving him an opportunity, who kept giving recommendations to the coaches ahead of them. This is the kid that you have to take. This is the kid that you have to prioritize his development. And look at him now. It is unbelievable. He can do it with his left foot. He can do it with his right. Almost similar to Saka. Maybe we found our Saka replacement. Initially, we thought that NWANERI was Odegaard's replacement if anything happened. Considering we let go of Emil Smith-Rowe, we also let go of Fabio Vieira. But the way he's performing on that right wing, and I'm not going to lie, I didn't really like him in the Odegaard position the few times we've seen him there this season. But still, I guess he can grow into the position. I'm not saying anything in a negative way. I'm just saying that he looks so composed, so ready on that right-hand side, and we might not need to sign a right winger. We need to worry about only the left-hand side striking position, obviously, and obviously the Odegaard position as well. We need to find a replacement for him, and I would prefer a more robust attacking midfielder. Someone that will give us more energy, more strength, maybe more aerial prowess, like Jorginho Ruta for Brighton. I like that player. He's such a big robot. It's very similar to the player at keep forgetting his name. Jacob Ramsey and the other guy in Aston Villa. Let me know. Type his name in the comments. Robust midfielders that actually have drive, who can push the team physically and also, in a mental way, and just having that brute force in midfield that Odegaard sort of likes. He's brilliant. I love Odegaard. This is not saying, take him off the captain. No. Or take him off the starting 11. I don't want that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about a replacement that gives us something different to what Odegaard gives us. Is what I would prefer comes summertime. It is amazing to see how well Merino did as a striker. And I was watching the post-match conference when he was asked about how he feels about his performance today. He said this is his first time in his entire life, his entire career, that he's ever played as a striker. That is amazing. He said they only told him about it this morning with the assistant coach, not even Mikel Arteta. That means these people were training with no plan for Merino to be a striker all week since we heard about the Havertz news. That's what I'm getting from this interview that he said. I don't know if you've watched it, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's a video. He actually said, I didn't read this. He said that this is the first time in his career that he's playing, and it came as a shock to him. You know, I know there's a language barrier because he's a Spanish. Spanish is his native language, but he sounded pretty clear. He said it's his first time. So I don't know if he meant it's his first time. Maybe he's expressing shock at how well he did rather than him actually playing in that role. I don't know. But it seemed like he only found out this morning that he was going to come on as a striker off the bench. And he did incredibly well, like I've already said. 100% finishing record. 2 chances, 2 goals. I don't remember the last time we had somebody have a clinical game like that. Honestly, I don't remember. When it was Eddie Nketiah, who always missed a couple. But maybe he was the closest that we've had. Or you want to go further back to Aubameyang. Maybe Lacazette, but Lacazette always missed opportunities. But it's great to see. It's great to see us tinker and figure it out. This is why I will always give credit to my manager. Even when nobody else saw it. None of the press conferences I've watched after Havertz's injury, none of those reporters suggested Merino as a striker. I didn't hear it once, and I watched a ton of those. Trust me, I'm an Arsenal lover. I binge a lot of all the Arsenal content that come out, as much as I can at least. And none of them asked that question, meaning that the coaches, I won't just say Mikel Arteta because he has a lot of help and they deserve some credit too. The entire coaching staff at Arsenal were seeing something that we're not seeing. Maybe even when they signed him this season. If you recall, when we signed Havertz, he was meant to replace Xhaka. It didn't work out. It sort of worked out as a striker. I think it could have worked out better, is what I would say. I don't think it didn't work out as a striker for Havertz. It could have worked out a lot better. But Merino, when we brought him in today, we were like, okay, now we have a Xhaka replacement. But look, come the end of the season, we have to tinker, we have to adjust. And who has made the right adjustment? The man who has, in every press conference since Havertz's injury, talked about how we have to love this. We have to love this challenge. He said it's sad to see a player go down. It's sad to know that you're going to lose a player for an entire season, but at least for the rest of the season. But it's a beautiful thing. He uses all these words like beautiful. We have to find joy in it. We have to love the fact that we have to adapt and figure things out. It's insane. He's a maniac, and you want a maniac as a coach. You know, Pep Guardiola is a maniac, in my opinion. Yes, he's struggling right now, but I think over the years, he's proven that he's a football psychopath. The way he loves the game, the way he sees the game, you have to be like that to be successful. And Mikel Arteta is doing that at Arsenal. By the way, it's 15 games or so unbeaten now, our longest run in like a decade or so. I think the commentator said something like that. It is impressive who we are now. It's impressive what we're doing. It's crazy how well we're doing in spite of everything we've faced this season. 4 games we've had to play with 10 men. Numerous injuries. Odegaard for 2 months. Saka for damn near 4 months. It will be when he comes back. Ben White for 3. Timber for how long when he got injured earlier. It's insane what we've had to do with. Gabriel when Kiwior was deputizing. And then Saliba when Kiwior was also deputizing for him. But we have still found a way. We also lost NWANERI for a while. I think for about a month and a half. But we are still second, 4 points now behind Liverpool. Yes, they have a game in hand. Yes, they'll probably win. But 7 points. We are the second best team in the league. And hopefully this will change come the end of the season when we lift this title. But I fully believe in this manager. I fully believe in his plans. I fully believe in his ideas as well. Because we're a proper team. And if you don't want to listen to me, listen to Pep Guardiola. He said that Arsenal is the best, most well-rounded team in Europe this season. I think the interview came out 2 weeks ago or something, before we played them or so. Believe him if you don't want to take my word for it. There's something special happening at Arsenal. Some other negatives today, I thought Thomas Partey was super wasteful in the first half. He seemed to not know where to pass the ball. Every time he kept giving it away. He saved us in certain moments as well. You know, another moment that we could call a savior moment was when Miles Lewis Kelly took that deft touch off the cross from Ayew that is it Buonanotte? No, not Buonanotte. The former Fulham player, the right winger for Leicester City, was going to have an easy tap into the goal. But who touched the ball? He could have hit that ball wildly and scored an own goal too. But he had the wherewithal to touch that ball excellently to just cushion it away from the oncoming forward who would have had an easy tap in. That moment right there saved the game, because that would have changed the whole complexion of the game. It would have forced Leicester to just sit back and defend with no room for us to maneuver anymore. It would have tightened the entire game where we were already struggling. That moment right there saved us and gave us an opportunity to earn the 3 points at Leicester City ground. And I can't be more impressed at how we are playing. I saw somebody on Twitter criticizing Miles Lewis-Kelly's defending. I thought he was excellent. I don't know how somebody can see Miles Lewis-Kelly perform on the field and have any negatives. I think he's incredible with the ball. I think he's very, very solid 1v1 defending as well. And also, I think he edges it for Calafiori when it comes to going forward. I know Calafiori might have scored more goals this season, but I think all-round play, that inverted left back, I think MLS is the man for that role. Absolutely. Jorginho came on, the master stroke from Arteta today. Jorginho came on, steadied the ship, just, orchestrated that entire midfield and the attack as well. Very impressive from him today. And Trossard going to the left, please, I need to see him. I need to see him at the left always. I hate to crown a video with negatives, but Jesus Christ, Raheem Sterling today. My goodness. He needs to sit down. This way I'm looking into this lens, he needs to look at himself in front of the mirror and start praying to God, or start trying to find the love for the game again. Several times he looked like he's about to take on a player and just does nothing with the ball. Just dilly-dally, they take it away. He doesn't even try to do a step over, nothing. It seems like his brain just freezes anytime he's trying to attack a player. Knowing Mikel Arteta, who will give him another chance. And I hope he takes it. And I know Arsenal fans are like, I never want to see him again. We need Raheem Sterling to find his form. We desperately need Raheem Sterling this season. It's all good and fine saying we found the solution, bring Merino in, start it, but some games, teams will figure it out. You need everybody that you can put in to have the ability to at least take on a player, to at least create up an opportunity. So I'm here speaking to Raheem Sterling, speaking to us fans. We have to support him. We have to go leave positive comments. We have to just, make him know that there is a way that he can still make a huge impact for us this season. And we'll be laughing at Chelsea and Chelsea fans come the end of the season for helping us win the league. We have to support. So Raheem Sterling, I know you're not listening, but if you are listening, find a way to get back into this. If you're new here, please click subscribe button. It would be an honor for me to welcome you to this community. If you're watching this video, please click the like button and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts about this video. Are you an Arsenal fan? Are you rejoicing like I am, or are you a hater? Did you expect us to lose today? No striker. You expected us to not score 2 goals. A clean sheet as well. Raya again doing his thing impressively. The defense, the back line, those center backs. Amazing. Timber, superb in the right back position. Ben White is back now on the bench, but I'm glad he got an extra game rest. We move on. Next game, hopefully we get the win. Take care. God bless. Peace.